Z website? Well, kiss it goodbye, because the Dragon Ball Z website has been redone in a whole new way.
You know what's weird? DBZ commercials, and I'm talking about the ones from back in the day when we were kids. I'm going to be looking at a few DBZ commercials and talking over them, giving my commentary about them, yada yada yada. Honestly, these commercials just show how much profitable Dragon Ball Z was in both America and Japan. And they're just great. That's all I'm going to say. They are fantastic. Now, I looked at a few of these, and I've often thought, wow, they hoard out more than The Simpsons. But let's take a look, step back and take a look at these DBZ commercials. Let's get started. Get your Dragon Ball Z battle gloves on, put your Saiyan armor on, and let's check these commercials out. Let's go!
For dry, red eyes, clear eyes is awesome.
Yes, Dragon Ball Z sold eye drops, and this commercial just narrows it down on how just amazing, how much profitable they thought they could sell these. This is fantastic. It's a short one, but it's all I gotta say. DBZ eye drops.
Oh, this is good stuff!
Thing Final Fantasy and Disney hoard out to the food companies, Dragon Ball Z also did a commercial for Cup Noodle, which is amazing. I absolutely love this one. Vegeta chopping up giant vegetables and just, you know, being like, I'm going to be better than Kakarot kind of thing going on here. It's great. I love it. It just shows that DBZ was profitable everywhere. And there's nothing that shows more than this. I mean, there was also Burger King commercials, Happy Meal commercials. Some of these were in Japan, by the way. Yeah, the Burger King ones, they admitted that they were going to sell toys and whatnot, but here in Japan, they were selling the toys and they were profiting stuff, doing KFC Mets commercials. I mean, come on, everyone. This is fantastic shit right here. I absolutely love some of these. These are great. My favorites are probably the Cup Ramen commercial that was at the very beginning here. But like the DBZ toy commercial and stuff, oh man, it's just fantastic. I mean, it's campy, it's cheesy, it's everything DBZ should be. And the food stuff just makes sense. I mean, come on, they got KFC, they got Burger King, they got McDonald's in Japan. The Burger King toys sucked, by the way. Well, not the silver ones or the gray ones, but the ones with the Goku with the light up hair and shit. They look so bad. It's like, it's bad, but it's enjoyable at the same time. It's amazing. And these are probably some of my favorite commercials out of the entire DBZ run. I should have saved these for last, but I decided to air them first because, you know, this is great right here. This showed how much DBZ was so profitable here, trying to get fast food chains and everything under their belt.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
What's even better than food and etc. going on? Toys. And I mean the action figures, the Irwin action figures. Oh man, these are so great. But yet again, in the American commercials, like, the narrator didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Like, having Gohan in the middle between Raditz and Frieza or whatever, and it's Super Saiyan Gohan, mind you, saying, Gohan's in trouble! It's like, no he's not! He can kill those guys himself! Jeez, did you not ever watch the fucking show? These are craptastically beautiful commercials. Personally, my favorite commercials happen to be the ones that went on the VHS promos, like the If Labs and stuff, which I know I put in this collage here, but I'm just saying, these were great. Some of these commercials were really just slapped together and they were really rushed. It's like they filmed the kid saying, hey kid, play with those toys and let me narrate real quick. And then they tried to do the DBZ website commercial within this, and it's just fucking hilarious. The American ones are just so bad, and I mean really bad. They're beyond bad. But yet, they did do some awesome ones. Like I said, the If Labs commercial is probably one of my favorite DBZ toy lineups. But the Irwin toy commercials, that's all I've got to say. You could tell that shit was just thrown together, and it was like, dude, I don't know much about this show, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because it's Dragon Ball Z stuff. The marketing for this stuff really did work, though it had a pretty good effect on people. Hell, I went out and bought the Trunks glider, and I bought almost all the Irwin toys from the Bobbity saga and stuff, so it did have a pretty good lineup. However, some commercials, the way they did things, were not very good at all. That's all I'm saying. But there's nothing wrong with that, however. Anyway, I enjoy these commercials a great ton. It made me buy the toys. I loved them, almost each and every one of them. Even as a little kid, I was like, Gohan could beat Frieza as a Super Saiyan. But hey, some of the stuff that they actually sold, like the Dragon Ball toys and stuff, were pretty damn cool in my book. So I give these commercials a pretty good pass here. Let's go on to the next brand of commercials, shall we? Don't let them play ya.
Gotcha! No, it's not fair. You always beat me every time. All right, one more.
Just give up. We've played 100 times.
I'll stop being your hostage.
All right, start it again.
Yes, next is the video game lineup. And however, the Japanese video game commercials were actually pretty cool looking in my book. They're not as over advertised as, say, what we got in America, and which when you'll see the American ones, especially the Legacy of Goku commercial, where it actually shows a kid with Super Saiyan fucking styrofoam wig going on there. These were great. Personally, I like a lot of these, and some of these commercials were really well crafted. My favorite has to be the Legacy of Goku commercial, if I had to pick one from the American lineup. But other than that, I would say that these commercials are really cool, passable, and pretty enjoyable. The ones in Japan didn't have really anything special about them. No, Japan got the best commercials when it came to, like, food ads and shit. But when it came to video game commercials to pump the game up and to get us to buy the fucking product, it was America that actually oversold the games. Legacy of Goku is a shit game. Let's face it. The very first Legacy of Goku is fucking garbage. But Legacy of Goku 2 is good. So is Buu Fury. But the commercial was so fucking hyped up with Legacy of Goku 1 that, we all went out and just bought the fucking thing, and we wasted our money on it, and it's just great. I love how they hype the shit up. It's really fun and enjoyable, and I don't know, it just makes me feel like a kid again watching these. Also, I really feel sorry for this kid having to wear that fucking blonde styrofoam wig. That looked like to be a pain in the ass to put on. And all those kids are staring at him like, oh my god, he looks so cool. When in reality, they were probably laughing their asses off. Alright, I'm done. I'm done ragging on these. Let's go to the next set.
But the guys who came up with this stuff created two standards, Beta and VHS.
Well, I'm mainly going to just, talk about the American VHS promos here, because there's quite a bit of them, and they are all craptastically great. I just love how they started out. My favorite being with the Dragon Ball one that they used the original Ocean Dub theme for there, and Sleeping Princess. That's great. Then there's Mystical Adventure, which is nice, but what I liked was the later commercials, like with the Cell Saga and stuff like that coming out later, the Frieza Saga add-ons and stuff. Oh man, the 7-tape Ginyu Saga. And that's when they were just like, hey, dude, this is the Ginyu Saga. It's its own thing. Ginyu's his own villain. No, he's not. Then the Frieza Saga, where they're like, the 10-tape Frieza Saga, everybody. You know that one. Oh, man. These are so classic, though, and you really can't help but love them. And they were really trying to cheapen everything here. This is when they were like, dude, yeah, we're going to be selling out so much Dragon Ball Z shit, we'll just put 3 episodes on a VHS tape and label it its own saga. but these were so good too. They got us pumped up. My favorite has to be the Trunks promo VHS tape saga. Oh man, the music they use and everything. That actually made me go out there and buy those tapes. I was a very stupid child. Anyhow, yeah, I'm just saying, these really were effective. These commercials were pretty fucking badass. I like almost each one of them too. There are some that are a little wonky, but hey, I bought most of the DBZ on VHS. That included the movies and everything with it. I was crazy, batshit nuts for these commercials. And they really were highly effective, and I think they were probably Funimation's best work putting out product placement and stuff like that. I mean, they were like, dude, we gotta sell these. Let's do it. Let's epic it up and make it more better than it actually is, and then we'll sell it because we know we're ripping people off for 3 episodes on a fucking VHS tape. Oh, thank God they fixed it with the Dragon Box releases later. Oh, this is great. A huge dive into my childhood, and I don't want anyone to ever forget how awesome these commercials were. And that's my deep dive into the DBC commercials. Did I bring out any of your memories or anything like that from childhood? Did I show you something you haven't seen before? Who knows? If there's any other anime commercials you want me to look at, I'm thinking of looking at the Yu-Gi-Oh ones, by the way, let me know in the comments. Keep in mind, I'll respond, and always remember, I am listening.
Back when you first came into my life, I recalled a place that I knew as a child, a special place, one that I held close to my heart.
I'm on Tim's YouTube. He requested me to tell you all to like and subscribe to his YouTube page for more Dragon Ball Z content. So get ready for the ultimate YouTube battle of the galaxy.